Hi everybody, it's me, Lindsay Star. I'm just making sure to let you guys know I'm making a video and I'm just wanting to explain what's going on. So if you guys didn't know, yesterday I had made the video, and despite what happened, my uncle had called. Despite I was supposed to be streaming yesterday on Twitch, but I forgot about that because a few things happened. Because one, my phone was starting to heat up again. I had to charge, and I also had to figure out why it was acting so slow. It's because I had so much videos that I had made, and I forgot to delete them, even though they're already up on YouTube. But what also was happening was I also was trying to save. I was also making sure some of the files that I had to be removed, and I had also files that have been saved once before been removed, and try to make sure new ones are already into an app that I'm using to, for my files. But apparently it has not been working right, so I don't know. So apparently, I'll promise you guys, I'll try to stream today. I'm not sure because I have to go all the way downtown to do laundry, but then again, I don't know if my mother wants me to, because she wants my brother to help out. So, anyway, so what is going on with me? Well, besides that, I spoke to my mother last night regarding my uncle who called yesterday a morning, and she told me he wanted to talk about Florida. She told him I have to buy a new washer and a new refrigerator because, how it is. My uncle said he'll give her the money. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, are you kidding me? So, because my uncle and my mother had talked about this, that's how it is. Hang on. So, anyway. I thought you were in downtown, helping Mom doing the laundry.
I helped her.
Really?
Did more than you did. Today.
I call that bullcrap. You guys heard that? He said, more than I did today. More than you did today. No, you dork. I helped Mom more times than you could. Unbelievable. Anyway, probably once this video goes live, I'm gonna go. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So I told my mother, and we had talked about this, and and I think from what I can tell, my uncle started feeling bored or not happy with his job. Although he told her that he could write it off as an expense, but this is going to be considered to be vacation then and an expense. But anyway, and my mother just says that she doesn't know my uncle has any vacation time because of his contract, and I agree with her. And despite what is going on with my uncle, I just don't know. So, what happened is... So, what's happening is, as much as I can say this, if we go on the floor, it's not much a no-go. Unless something else has happened. So, anyway. So, apparently, as of right now, there are a lot of other things going on. Now, the one thing I have to address is the wrestling thing. If you guys didn't know, this morning I talked to somebody about Kari Hojo, or Kari thing. And apparently some wrestling fans don't know much about her, or saying bad things about her because of her gimmick. And anybody who said bad things about that, they don't know much about her. So I was like, really? So, apparently, apparently people don't know much about Cody. They should have just looked up Cody Hojo and, see from her matches from Stardom. If people are mad at her because of her gimmick that she's been doing since she was in Stardom, people need to calm down. I've been hearing stuff about another wrestler. Her name is Vanessa Craven. I know her from Smash Wrestling because, I had heard about her. Well, seen tweets about her as well. And, and she's great in the ring. But, there were some people who are saying bad things about her. Don't know much about her. Listen, if you're a wrestling fan and if you say that kind of stuff, you shouldn't be a wrestling fan. I'm just saying. Yeah. And you could be one of those fake ones. And it's not just fun with women, but men too. I mean, seriously. I've seen people tweeting at everybody from who I follow. Like, for instance, there was one person who tweeted at Cody. He calls him a dirty flop. Who just decided to post a video of his wife and Randy's playing around with their dog Pharaoh, and somebody says that he's a flop and posts an abuse. Again, where's that coming from? Why do you see abuse? I don't see abuse. I see blatantness. And saying Cody's a flop? No. Cody's doing way much better outside of WWE than he ever was, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's beating against, Mickie James's husband, Nick Aldis, for the National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight title, okay? Yet, people are going to say that, Cody's doing way much better than he is. In fact, I believe Cody was the one who who ended up getting the Bullet Club, and actually even New Japan, a deal with Hot Topic. And even Funko. I mean, I seen the tweets when he tweeted to Funko, Cody is considered to be the business guy for the Bullet Club. I mean, if I had to describe everybody in the Bullet Club, considering Cody is the businessman, and Kenny Omega, who is the leader of the Bullet Club, he's also considered a gamer, as well as Chase Owens. Nick and Mac Jackson, the Young Bucks, they're like the high flyers, as well as Marty is, and even Kota. And you guys are wondering, why did you say Makoto Ibushi? Well, apparently since the Fireman Squad had gone crazy, and had interfering, Kota is part of this, no matter what. Even though he is associated. Heck, not to mention, they have a celebrity. Nobody is more cooler than Stephen Amell. And believe me, he posts on Instagram and Twitter of him practicing his wrestling skills with Cody. I mean, seriously. And the reason why I'm saying that he is considered to be cool, because he's our generation of other wrestling styles who had a celebrity in the past. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not to mention, Steven has his own shirt. It's true. you know, there are a lot of other wrestlers out there, and, you know, but I can, you know, there are a lot of wrestlers that people should appreciate, and, you know, and there are those who I do, like the Elite, and the rest of the Bullet Club, even the Fighting Squad, okay? Or those in WWE, from those who wrestle in WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan, Stardom, heck, even the Indies, including AIW and Nova. I mean, seriously, I will go to war if any of you guys are so mean to any wrestler. I mean, and I'll tell you why. I mean, there's a YouTuber, I'm not going to mention who this YouTuber is, because first of all, I do not subscribe to their channel anymore, but there's somewhere between 2.5 million to probably at least 4 million, maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, they have a couple, this guy has a couple of YouTube channels. One of them is about one of them is him doing all these backyard wrestling and pure and indie shows. There's one that does gaming, one that's supposed to be a family vlog, and then of course he also controls and he also owns his daughter's YouTube channel, even though it's them, but he does video recording for them. Anyway, what happened was he got onto Twitter and he said something towards Nia Jax. And don't forget, let me just let you guys know, this YouTuber, he's more overweight than Nia Jax, okay? And he said something bad about her. I'm surprised that his wife had to not chastise him. Yeah, but Nia got so angry at him for saying that, believe me. And this is the reason why I'm disgusted by wrestling fans who goes after anybody. And because I had to see on Nia's Instagram about this, just because somebody like that big YouTuber, you know, he should never be on, you know, he shouldn't be on YouTube anymore. Just saying. Even though I know there are some other YouTubers who know him. Those who have subscribed to his channel as well. But there are fans out there who are very ignorant. If they are, then they shouldn't be on Twitter or any social media platform. Just because they're not happy. I'm just saying this because, you know, how angry I am. Even though they do have a right to be there, but for what reasons? Sorry, I'm finishing up my coffee before I have to go downtown. Anyway. Be right back. Okay, where was I? Sorry guys, I had to go upstairs and use the bathroom, and also had to clip my nail. But I think my pinky's in pain. Anyway, so back to what I was trying to say. So, yeah, you know, there's a lot of things about within the wrestling community that, you know, it's just crazy. But more than crazy, it's crazy and cringe and confusion that's going on with, with Allie and Rosemary. If you guys don't know about these two as much as anybody does, but you've seen their YouTube series and you're kind of confused with what's going on, let me clarify for you. If you guys there's a YouTube series on Allie's channel, which is Allie's World. It is called Multiverse. Season 1 was Welcome to the Multiverse, which is just Allie and Rosemary, you know, best of friends, and they're doing things despite, you know, how it is. Season 2 takes place right after when both Rosemary and Allie wrestled and lost to the undead bride, Sue Young. Oopsie, made a mess. What's going on in season 2 is Allie and Rosemary are actually kind of looking through, finding each other, but it's actually more of Allie trying to find the original host. But it's not just the original host, which is they call it the meat suit, which is Courtney Rush. And then next thing you know, Allie's not Allie, she's now Cherry Bomb. So, and now there's a story behind this, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are probably confused with what's going on. If not, then, well, let me explain you the story I know about Allie and Rosemary, or Courtney Rush and Cherry Bomb. First of all, let me explain about the demon thing. Yes, Courtney Rush is Courtney Rush, but once she had been possessed, she became Rosemary. But that's not how I remember. Even though there was video playing and she did part of it. But let me explain. Courtney Rush and Cherry Bomb were once rivals for most of their career, especially in Canada, but they had us over in Smash Wrestling. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, well, that's what Courtney said. Well, yes, that's true. But nobody realized how Courtney became the demon Rosemary. She did say that she got her hair cut, and she says that she got possessed, but I don't know if she came up with that name or Impact Wrestling, so we're going to say the safe bet is she came up with the name Rosemary. So, if you guys are wondering who created out that demon, even though I would say that it was Courtney's ideal because she wanted a new gimmick, I guess you can say, in order of her to become this, there's one person who ended up do so. Oh, Cherry Bomb. She cut Courtney's hair. Make her go crazy and becoming the demon known as Rosemary. Though she said that on Twitter this morning when I saw a tweet from, I don't know if it was yesterday actually. She said that that one of her all the photos of her, she said the one on the left is her and the others are not. Well, they all are her. You know, and this multiverse is going to put a lot of confusion going on in making, there's got to be more than one Rosemary. No, there is only one Rosemary. Hey, it's just that she's playing around with 2 Twitter accounts and 2 Instagram accounts, because Courtney Rush is Rosemary and Rosemary is Courtney Rush, as much as Allie is Cherry Bomb and Cherry Bomb is Allie. It's just there's a lot of confusion of don't know who the wrestling fans are going to look at, Courtney or Cherry, or Rosemary or Allie. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I know this happened 3 years ago in Smash, you know. But what about Allie? That's Impact Wrestling. When Cherry Bomb was signed with Impact, they announced her by her real name, Lauren Dennis. But Impact, I believe, was the one in their creative team at that time. I don't know if the same creative team that is now. Could be a different creative team. But at that time, when she signed with Impact, she was put up into a storyline where she was a terrible terrible associate to Maria Kanellis Bennett, and apparently she went completely at the time. Maria was in fact being a heel in Impact Wrestling with of course with her husband Mike Bennett but she also had, besides having Allie, she also had Lauren Van Ness, or should say the former Lauren Van Ness, as just Chelsea Green. Yeah, Chelsea Green. And of course, not to mention, she also had Allie's husband, Pepper Parks, which I forget what he was known. I forget what he was known in Impact. Anyway. There were some things that, was crazy. But the one thing that actually made Allie so angry and kind of nearly broke when Maria had forced, I guess, Allie's husband to marry Chelsea. And everybody should know that Chelsea is already in a relationship with Zack Ryder. And I'm like, I knew this. And I'm pretty sure fans who know about her, or do know about Zack Ryder, even though he's still pulled by WWE, I mean, seriously. But I just can't believe that Impact did that. And of course, Allie had to fight to make sure that who she is has to deal with much of her husband. And so, in other words, to put this way, to explain this, everything kayfabe went reality. After all, and of course, after all, Chelsea left Impact for good, I think. And I think now she's just, running in the independent scene, and of course she will be at All In. But no matter what, I mean, then of course what happened in Mexico was really crazy. And now it's friendship, then back to the old days of them in the independent scene. If this whole entire thing should end, I'm just hoping that whatever had happened should happen where it all began. In other words, this whole entire thing, this needs to end in Smash Wrestling. But the question is Smash Wrestling still active? I'll have to look into that. But yes, what I'm trying to say is, this whole entire thing started in Smash and should end in Smash. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of what happened, and with Courtney and with Cherry, But apparently, yet the ladies are going to be at the Starcade, but they're showing up as their Impact names, Allie and Rosemary. So here's the crazy situation. I know there's going to be a lot more things going on with our two ladies who are going to be ending up somewhere. Apparently I heard that Rosemary's supposed to be in Atlantic City this weekend. And question is, are they going to get Rosemary, or are they going to get Courtney Rush? Because that girl's in a crisis as much as Allie and Cherry Bomb. They're both in the crisis of identity, despite of this cringy series. And also, just to specify this, their series, the reason why I'm going to say this, the reason why they want to talk the reason why they're doing this, because they want to compete against the Being the Elite cast. And yes, I mean this. I mean, because the YouTube channel Being the Elite has well over like 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Oop. And, you know, and they are making a killing of this. And yet, I think that's what's going on. Despite there are some women like Brandy, and yes, heck, even Joey Ryan and his wife had been on there, you know. And I know Brandy and Cody also started their own YouTube channels. Despite they're also still part of Being the Elite. Either way, I mean, I think what's going on is, I think this is Impact doing, because they want to talk about Ali and Rosemary, despite they're in an identity crisis, that's to say, hey, despite their show. And I think there's a reason why they're doing this. Because I had subscribed to Ali a while ago. Like, I would say probably 5 years ago. No. Scratch that. That's about 3... No. I said 5. It's actually more... It's less than that. It's actually 2 to 3 years ago. And that time, I remember seeing Ali had... On Ali's World YouTube channel, had nearly not even reached 3,000 subscribers now, and now it's up to almost getting to 18,000 subscribers. But, you know, and this is just one YouTube channel, you know, trying to oust another YouTube channel because they're more popular, because unlike what's going on Ali's World, Being the Elite is a combined mixture of stories and real life. Okay? And whatever is going on between anybody in Being the Elite, that takes place in Ring of Honor and New Japan, which apparently it welcomes by both of them. Both wrestling companies welcome it. You know? And apparently they also even go wrestling in PWG, you know? Either way, for what this whole entire situation is, I think there's a lot of things going on. But for what's going on with the two ladies, Ali and Courtney, I don't know who they are right now. There's a lot of confusion going on. I think I don't know how this is going to be, but for both of them, I'm just hoping whatever comes between the two of them, I just wish that both of them do find their success. But there's nothing much else what happened, you know. What I'm trying to say is, the demons of money. But anyway, guys, also make sure to check out my gaming channel so you guys can know that I'm releasing. Sorry, schedule.